What's going on, my Cardano friends? It's your friend Jack here, and in today's video, number 14 of Cardano Daily, we're going to be talking about my honest price prediction. I'm going to be going over a few tweets and then giving you the reasons and my actual price predictions, so stay tuned and let's get right into this. Now, the first thing I want to look at before we hop right into, is it going to hit $10 this year? Is it going to hit $20 this year? Is it going to hit $100 this year? All the way to the moon. I want to talk about comparing crypto to traditional investments and things akin to that. Now, this is a tweet from Cardano Will, and it's basically outlining the importance of Cardano and how staking is going to be, one of the biggest innovations in the DeFi space. Now, what is the tweet about? Well, I just told you, but high yield bonds pay less than inflation. That's pretty bad, which is a traditionally good investment. Equity dividends at all-time lows, real estate overheated, money-seeking income has nowhere to go. Now, with that backdrop, staking may be the single most significant DeFi innovation, and Cardano is becoming the largest player in the staking space, just because it's so easy to stake Cardano and earn 4 to 5% interest paid in ADA on your ADA. It's very easy, and I think this is something to highlight before we move into the price predictions. Now, if you want to follow Cardano Whale on Twitter, definitely do that. Great follow. But another great follow on Twitter, which I usually go to for a lot of technical analysis, because me myself, I am not. You don't want to see my charts; they look like chicken scratch, and you would probably have a heart attack looking at them. Anyways, this is a parabolic move that would send essentially ADA to $15 by the end of the year, right? I believe this is by the end of the year. But this move would, it would be parabolic. And this is something to take into account when we're thinking about an honest price prediction. Dan here, big technical analysis guy and lover of Cardano, thinks the top would be around $8 to $10, and I'm pretty sure he is somewhat right on this. Now, I don't know if we're going to hit $8 to $10. My honest price prediction is a humble $5 to $8 for the end of 2021. Here's the thing though, I don't have a crystal ball and I don't claim to know everything. So many things could happen, but if we see a $5 to $8 Cardano by the end of the year, and especially if that's brushing up against, a downtrend in other big coins like ETH and BTC, that's going to be huge. And I think the biggest thing to look at is ADA's run up against Bitcoin, and that's going to be where the most strength is gained essentially, and it's going to show that ADA's not messing around. And with the release of smart contracts, I do think we'll see a little bit of a surge. I'm not sure it's going to be this big. It really depends on how successful the ecosystem is and how much use case it gets this year. But my honest price prediction is probably, north of $8 or north of $5, all the way up to $8. If we hit a $10 Cardano, I'll be happy with being wrong, but you also have to keep in mind that Bitcoin could go bearish, and we could go bearish in the crypto markets, and we could see, a dollar ADA for a while. We could not see this huge price action. So you got to keep that in mind and enter this stuff with a level head. I'm not trying to get anyone too much hopium, but for me, I'm holding ADA for the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years. So the day-to-day movements aren't as relevant in my opinion, but I thought I would share my thoughts with you guys. Now, if we did see that $5 push, you can see on the year-to-date chart, it would go pretty, crazy. But also keep in mind that we are all but in a small point in time, because this $2 movement looks huge on the all-time charts, but it looks tiny on the year-to-date chart. So everything is in retrospect. You have to keep in mind the crypto space is growing like crazy, and ADA is showing a lot of strength throughout all of these dips, and especially against Bitcoin. Now, I don't have too much more to say on this honest price prediction. I really do think a $5 to $8 ADA is a conservative estimate, but also something that I think seems realistic, even though it would give ADA up towards the likes of ETH's current market cap and above. I think it's realistic. and it's gonna, it's gonna be cool to see what happens. But one last thing to note is that ADA is sexy, and that is all. And if you want to see that tweet and like it for yourself because it's so gosh darn relatable, you can go ahead and do that on my Twitter. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Cardano Daily. We didn't cover any news here today, but we will be resuming news all the time tomorrow and all the next days and all that. But there wasn't too much news, so I thought I'd keep it to this video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.